Okay. So, guys, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now, the whole point of thing here is, right, guys, to understand is that we need to come, start with the projects and the things. I would be sharing with you guys the different CI/CD pipelines, the different CI/CD kind of a projects in a documented format with a folder as a project in it in the Google Drive which you have. You can I would request every one of you that if you can practice that, it would be great. But if you don't practice that, so at least have an understanding of it, then how that entire project goes from here end to end. Because if you are not aware about the implementation, if you are not aware about the flow of the project, how the things are working, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to crack any of the interviews or to maintain the things. Now, another important thing, right? Another important thing which every one of you has to take care is, I know that the Kubernetes is something which is still left over, okay? But I will be sharing the recordings of the Kubernetes on day, right? We will not be taking any classes. Why? The reason because first of all, Kubernetes environment and things is not yet ready, so we have to go with those things. Now I will be I'll be doing a self recording of the Kubernetes sessions, and in a week or two you will get the Kubernetes session recorded. I hope that fine with everyone. Yeah, so thank you about that. Now, the projects which we are going to give in the project folder and things, right? That will be a CI/CD projects mainly. Now those CI/CD projects will be integrated with your Ansible, with your Terraform, with your AWS, and sometimes with the Git, with the other kind of web applications and these things. So the whole idea of the those projects is that how can you create a CI/CD pipelines, or how can you use a Docker containers to implement the end-to-end CI/CD pipeline, not only for any of the system rather I would say that to integrate this with the different components or different tools of a Docker, how we can do that. So to get a fair understanding about that, also to get the understanding or to know that how you can create the different kinds of pipelines, what are the different sets of plugins needed, different level of access needed. So I would request every one of you go through those documents to practice those as much as you can, because those gonna help you in your interviews. Now, there is no fixed questions, there is no set of things which I can give you that, okay, this is only thing which will come in the interview, okay? Because I'm not God, right? Or neither I'm your interviewer, that who can tell that only your interview or the company is going to ask this. Any interview is always based on only one factor, and that is that what organization about. It's all about the requirement of that particular organization, nothing else. Means the whole interviews in the if you know 10 skills, let's say, CI/CD, containerization, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, or blah 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 stuff, you're perfect in all 10. And let's say that if there is a different language, like known as JavaScript, let's say, right? Or if you know as that there's a different tool which, let's say, Grafana or TimeStream database which they need, and you don't have an understanding of that, you are, you are 0%. Because you need to understand, first of all, by reading the job description, by reading the roles and responsibilities, that what exactly they are trying to get from you, right? What are the skill sets they are focusing? And the reason for that is pretty simple, guys. They have the requirement for that. They have a customers who need all this thing. That is the reason they need for those skills. You have 10 plus skills, I don't care, as an interviewer. You have those 3 skills, you have those 4 skills, you are confident in that, me and everyone of them is very, very happy. Because the whole point is not that about the having the plethora of the skills or things in your resume. Our point is that what organization, what the job description needed, that you possess in the right way and right approach. Now, to crack any of the interview, right? To crack any of the interview, to crack any of those things, you should have an understanding of the things in a proper way. Means you need only 2-3 things, right? The first is the confidence. You should have you should be very, very confident in your interview so that you understand what is going on, right? That is very important. To understand, to show the interviewer that you have a good confidence, you can go and speak anywhere, you have a confidence to speak with anyone, you have a good comms skills, right? Then talking about your technical skills, whenever you talk about yourself, okay, don't tell him that your hobbies is swimming or your hobbies is cooking, or you know how well to manage the team, or you know how well to manage your children and family and personal life. He don't give a damn to you. The simple thing I am telling you, I will be very blunt here, but he will not give a damn to you guys. The reason is pretty simple. He don't care, man. You know swimming, you know badminton, you know how to manage children, don't care. What he care is about what projects you have done, what kind of roles and responsibilities you have handled, right? What were your day-to-day tasks, right? What was your day-to-day activities? That is what he cares about. So focus on that. While you speak about yourself, focus on that. What all are my day-to-day responsibilities? Like, I do take care of this, Tell some of your achievement that, I did this kind of automation, which has reduced the SLA time by this, which has helped the team by this, which basically team was taking hundreds of hours to fix this task, right? Or from a lot of time due to this, we had a lot of tickets and these things. Whatsoever it could be, any reason ABC it could be, right? There could be multiple of the things based on your scenarios and right? So tell him about something about your requirement, tell him something about your things and stuff, okay? The first thing. The second thing. So I talked about, that how to start the interview. Second thing, if you don't know the answer, okay, don't say that I don't know the answer. Don't say that say that, be confident. You say that I think, I have not got a chance to work on that. Not got exposure to work on that. Or probably, sorry, I don't have, that understanding on this concept. Like that great understanding on this concept. But as per the basics, I know that, this lies somewhere here to this. Or somewhere to the closest of this. Means, if you don't know, that's completely fine. But show the learning attitude. Not attitudes, but a learning attitude. Okay? You should show that what kind of learning attitude the person's, learning attitude you possess. That is much, much important in an interview. Apart from that, when you do coding, if the developer or if anyone, if you are giving any kind of around anything, and when you are doing a coding and these things, right? So always ensure that whenever you write a code, right, or whenever you think about a code, think it louder. Okay, think it louder doesn't mean that shout over in the entire code. Let your interviewer know that what kind of a thoughts going in your mind. Let's say if you have to add 2 numbers, so you think that, okay, what you are thinking, whether you are thinking to take 2 local variables and add, whether you are thinking to take 2 variables as a user input, whether you are taking 2 variables to think about as a functional parameter, right? Get an understanding of these concepts, which is very, very important. Means interviewer should know that what all things you can think and how well you can think. Okay, how well you can think, what deep level you can think, right? Think about the different scenarios, that what can happen if this doesn't happen. Again, there is a day, right? You don't have a day there to think and do the things. You have those 5 units, 6 minutes in which you have to prove, right? So which is again something you're not going to do something very great or miracle, right? Everyone has the same interview process and you have to follow the same thing. So make sure that anything when it talks about the thinking, anywhere when you talk about the brainstorming, think louder. Okay? No one is asking you to write a perfect. Even the person who is asking you, he also doesn't know how to write a perfect. Right? Everyone take the help of a Google Baba. But the point is, your logic point of view, your algorithm point of view, those should be very, very important, right? Because if that is not important, that's going to, impact you to a very different level. So this is all about the interview.